Last week, my boyfriend beat the second hardest game of the year, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and he walked away from it like,
whatever nightmares the future holds are dreams compared to what's behind me.
But none of his perfect timing, none of those terrifying monsters, no amount of getting good could have prepared him for this year's greatest challenge, a game for filthy casuals. Yoshi's Crafted World is the first game we've reviewed that he couldn't beat. Even the greatest warriors have a weakness, and my boyfriend's is boredom. And worse than making him play a ridiculously easy game was making him watch me and Illymation be really bad at it.
And I had truly done my best to play it their way.
I will hit it. Hey!
I'm sorry!
I was beginning to get very aware of, not feeling all that well.
After the blue one.
I know, hold on. I had a rhythm and then you started talking. Hold on. What's down here? So, this isn't a review of Yoshi's Crafted World. This is a review of what it's like to be a group of adults playing a game intended for 6-year-olds. You guys, Illymation has been a huge supporter of our channel from the very beginning, and she drove all the way out to our apartment in the middle of nowhere to play games with us, so please go check out her animations. They're amazing.
Thank you guys for having me. Make sure to subscribe to Go From Reviews.
Normally when I play co-op games, it's with my boyfriend, who is way better than me, so it feels like this.
Cool.
And usually turns into this.
Trust me, there's a star down there. You didn't do it right.
But when I started talking to Illy, I was like, on the count of 3, name your favorite video game. Don't even think about it. 1, 2, 3. Hamtaro Ham Ham Heartbreak.
Favorite song in Just Dance.
Rasputin. If you could date any character from a video game, who would it be?
KK Slider.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And our kindergarten level video game skills fit right in with all the construction paper, bendy straws, and pooper macho. Crafted World is like Nintendo challenged themselves to make the cutest game of all time, which if it weren't for Hamtaro Ham Ham Heartbreak, I'd say they succeeded. The creativity here isn't in the gameplay or mechanics or plot, it's in the details. Every inch that scrolls by is filled with heartwarming arts and crafts that conjure hazy memories of shoebox dioramas, milk carton bird feeders, and Rory the glue stick eater. They made an entire platformer out of everyday materials, and the ingenuity those conditions inspired had us going, well, would you look at that, the whole time. Woo! Unfortunately, that is sort of where the appeal begins and ends. After only a couple of hours interacting with the wonderful crafted world of Yoshi, I was scared. Wait for me, you guys. We felt more like doing what comes after arts and crafts. Nap time. Remember when I said, if video games were the embodiment of emotions, The Last of Us would be sadness, Resident Evil would be fear, Dark Souls would be anger, Red Dead Redemption would be Woody, and Mario Odyssey would be joy. Well, Yoshi's Crafted World would be Bing Bong.
Bing bong, bing bong.
What exactly are you supposed to be?
You know it's unclear.
My boyfriend played Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island growing up, which received near perfect scores, was called the greatest platformer of all time, and introduced him to psychedelic drugs.
You're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy.
So he doesn't really understand why Nintendo turned one of his favorite franchises into what he calls the video game equivalent of those bead mazes at the dentist.
I'm telling you, that baby could be the star of a show called Babies I Don't Care About.
The funny thing is, while he was playing Sekiro, I said I wish there was an easy mode so I could enjoy the game. And he said, there's a million games with easy mode. Sekiro just isn't for you. Then only a few days later, complained about no hard mode in Yoshi. Folks, I wish I could tell you that I roasted him hard by saying, there's a million games with hard mode. Yoshi's Crafted World isn't for you.
All right.
Okay.
But I get nervous when I have a comeback and it came out more like this.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
This is not a hardcore game.
Is his penis gonna come out? Oh.
Or a softcore game.
Oh,
It did come out! They put a Band-Aid on it.
Or really even a game, which by definition is a form of play decided by skill. Yoshi's Crafted World is decided by how many levels you can hear the theme song in before you go insane. And whenever that song didn't match a level's aesthetic, they couldn't write a new song, oh no. They just put a different effect on top of it. Okay, a cave level. I'll crank it to Goron City. Water level. That's a dire docks. Ooh, a jungle. Donkey Kong would make sense. I'ma go with Sufjan Stevens. And you'd think these changes would improve and build upon the main theme, but the further you get into the game, the more barren and boring the song becomes. I'm sorry, but a late game ninja level shouldn't sound like this. I think there's real value in an easy, relaxing platformer, especially one full of so much eye candy, but if it doesn't have ear candy to keep you grooving,
Oh, you better believe that's a pattern.
I'll be honest though, I was getting down to this funky version.
It makes me feel like it makes me feel like
Okay, so the visuals are great, the audio is probably what they listen to in hell, and the difficulty settings should be called Impossible to Die and literally plays itself. But is the game fun?
Top of that tree back there.
Whoa! I think I had fun. We ordered pizza and that was definitely fun. Without the pizza, no, it's not fun. Cooperative gameplay is supposed to be about assisting each other toward a common goal. The co-op in Yoshi is about getting in each other's way until you'd rather play Mario Kart.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Players can hop on each other's back and shoot infinite eggs while they platform, which sounds great, right? Well, too bad the saddle is a magnet and Yoshi has 2 steel balls because you get stuck together constantly. I think out of the 50 times we used this feature, 3 were intentional and the other 47 made us go. In fact, the hardest part of every level was trying not to accidentally do this. With so many unused buttons on the controller, like, you know, the Y button, it's baffling that they didn't make this feature require a manual input. Having it be automatic and way too easy to trigger made us feel like they were forcing it on us.
You stay on top of her, buddy. Do not be afraid to ride her hard.
In conclusion, the counterproductive co-op, aggressively preschool soundtrack, and effortless gameplay provide little reason to visit one of the most charmingly crafted worlds I've ever seen in a video game. However, I am a grown adult. Why did I buy this? I have no idea. I imagine that a younger version of me, a Hamtaro-lovin', heartbroken version of me, would have thought that a copy of Yoshi's Crafted World and a hot cheese pizza were the makings of an incredible sleepover. 3 out of 10 if you're older than 10, 8 out of 10 if you're younger than 10, 10 out of 10 if your boyfriend has to watch you play it with someone else. You guys, it's about time we had a real heart-to-heart about this channel. The mind-blowing opportunity to make almost 500,000 people laugh every Saturday morning, or at least try our best, is something we do not take for granted. You guys are literally the greatest thing that's ever happened to us. You are this channel, which is why we want full transparency about our plans for it. We put between 40 and 60 hours into each of our videos, not including game time, and we love every second of it, don't you worry about that. But in order to make YouTube an economically viable career for the two of us, we can't just rely on ad revenue. Sponsored videos and brand deals are something we've been turning down left and right for months because we don't want to sacrifice quality or annoy you just to make a quick buck. We, Shelby and Matt of Girlfriend Reviews, makers of memes, singers of songs, and jokers of fart, do solemnly vow to refuse any offer from any brand that we believe is harmful to you, and pledge to support no sponsor that might bring dishonor to our goofs and gaffes. We swear it by the old YouTube gods and the new. But you are going to start seeing brand integrations in the near future, and we seriously couldn't be more thrilled about our first sponsor. We've been trying really hard to collab with actual game devs about games we actually love, and something is actually happening soon, like next Saturday soon. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Yoshi, if you're listening, we still love you buddy, don't worry. Again, a big special thanks to Illymation for playing this game with me. Go show her some love and keep your ears open for a hold up a minute in her next video. This weekend, my boyfriend and I will be visiting the Borderlands on Twitch, so come join the chat and get to know us. Alright, thanks again, bye!